When people interact, they often use subtle hand movements to assert dominance. Influential individuals frequently rely on these gestures during conversations. Think of it like a computer mouse. If you know how to use it, you can control the system to your advantage. The reason behind these gestures is the need to complete an energetic circuit. Try it yourself right now. Close the loop in your body and let the electrons flow. This boosts your internal power, like amplifying your energy field. You become more in tune with the universe. Your body has both dielectric and magnetic fields, making you an electrically charged being. Your fingers act as conductors, linking various internal systems. Now try a simple experiment. Make the gesture and take a deep breath. Notice how breathing becomes easier in that position. Then break the gesture and observe how it feels more difficult to breathe. Fascinating, isn't it? We mentioned this gesture in the first part of the video, and many viewers confirmed its effectiveness. But it's just one of many. Mudras activate energy flows, unlock creativity, and help manage emotional stress. These hand positions are accessible to everyone and can be powerful tools for personal growth and success. In this video, we'll also explore the science behind mudras, what happens in the brain, how electrical signals behave, and how energy moves. We'll look at how mudras connect to chakras, how to locate them, and how these simple actions influence brain activity. We'll also explore how fingers relate to the elements. Let's dive into this fascinating journey packed with valuable insights. Take a look at a gesture you've probably seen often without realizing its significance, the Uttarabodhi mudra. It's not just a random hand shape, but a powerful symbol used by many prominent figures. This mudra channels upward moving energy. It's more than a symbol. It's a direct link to awakening awareness and intellect, often associated with authority and leadership. It's not limited to spiritual practices or monastic life. It's a quiet force embedded in everyday human interaction. By mastering it, you tap into a tradition as ancient as humanity and as relevant as today's headlines. Understanding and using this mudra connects you to the same energy that drives world-class athletes, politicians, artists, and performers. It's your bridge to a hidden code that unites body and mind, and links you to some of the most successful people of our time. On a cellular level, the body operates through a complex dance of electrical signals. Neurons, the building blocks of the nervous system, communicate via electric impulses. These impulses travel through nerves to muscles, triggering movement. Even the heartbeat is regulated by an electrical system that keeps it pulsing rhythmically. So where do dielectric and magnetic fields come in? Dielectric fields relate to how the body stores energy in cells, especially in membranes. They hold electric charges that polarize body matter. Magnetic fields, on the other hand, are tied to the flow of electric currents. Our bodies are full of moving charges, electrons in nerves, ions crossing membranes, naturally generating magnetic fields. This is seen in medical imaging like MRI scans, which use the body's magnetic properties to create detailed internal pictures. These phenomena extend beyond internal processes and affect how we interact with the world. For example, the static shock you feel after walking on carpet and touching metal is a result of your body's dielectric properties. So how do mudras fit into this? Mudras are ancient hand gestures that use the body's electrical nature to form specific energy circuits. When you position your fingers in a certain way, you align your body's dielectric and magnetic fields, influencing your physical and mental state. Consider the Uttarabodhi mudra, used by influential people across fields. By joining specific fingers, you create a closed loop for electron flow. This isn't just symbolic, it's a direct interaction with your body's electrical system, enhancing awareness and strength. Recognizing yourself as an electrical being isn't just scientific curiosity, it's a profound understanding of your biological and energetic connection. Mudras aren't random movements. They're structured, intentional configurations involving specific finger contacts held in precise positions to generate energy circuits within the body. But how do they work, and what's the science behind them? As mentioned, our nervous system is a network of electrically charged pathways. Touching certain fingers together creates a closed circuit that allows energy to flow. These circuits can activate or calm different brain regions, affecting breathing, focus, and emotions. For instance, touching the thumb to the index finger, as in Again Mudra, is known to boost concentration and creativity. Physiologically, this connection closes an electric loop that stimulates the brain's frontal lobe, responsible for higher cognitive functions. Hands and fingers contain special energy zones, chakras. You can locate them in various ways. The simplest method is to feel them directly. This requires developing sensitivity, which you can build through a simple exercise. Hold a small pendulum in your right hand. It doesn't need to be large. Raise it above your left palm. After a while, the pendulum will begin to move in a circular motion. It may rotate clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on the energy flow from your hand. The size and speed of the pendulum's movement indicate the chakra's activity and strength. Chakras can also be found at the fingertips. If you're new to mudra practice, you might be surprised that simple finger positions can influence complex brain processes. The brain is a powerful neurocomputer, far more advanced than any modern machine. It contains around 100 billion neurons. Only 1% of these cells work independently, receiving sensory input and controlling muscles. The remaining 99% are intermediary neurons that amplify and transmit signals. Previously, scientists thought of neurons as basic units like memory blocks in computers. But now we know each neuron is a mini-computer within a vast network, processing information at the molecular level through intricate chemical reactions. Every part of this system is constantly active, performing millions of operations. The brain has about 2 million visual inputs, millions of tactile ones, and around 100,000 auditory channels. Comparing this to any artificial device is nearly impossible. Some properties of this neurocomputer are known, while others remain undiscovered. One known trait is its massive memory capacity. Another is its ability to manage and control hundreds of thousands of inputs. It can store and retrieve complex data related to movement, behavior, speech, hearing, vision, and more. Any gesture can spontaneously affect the neurohormonal system. But mudras allow you to intentionally generate bioelectric impulses in the brain's cortex. These impulses influence neural ensembles and reflexive signal loops, supporting healing, rejuvenation, and overall restoration. Scientists have discovered unique compounds in the brains of both humans and animals known as neuropeptides. These molecules, much like hormones, play a crucial role in regulating our emotions, instincts, and even our thoughts. What's fascinating is that receptors for these neuropeptides aren't confined to the brain, they're distributed throughout the entire body. And here's the kicker, many of these receptors are found in immune cells, like T killers, which means neuropeptides have a sweeping influence over our physical health. They travel through the bloodstream, interacting with organs and cells, orchestrating a symphony of biological responses. Hand gestures, or mudras, have been shown to boost neuropeptide activity in the brain. They help forge new neural pathways, reshape how we perceive reality, and unlock creative potential. Take the Anjali Mudra, for instance, palms pressed together, fingers pointing upward. It's commonly used in meditation and creates a sense of symmetry and balance in your body's electromagnetic field, promoting inner peace and emotional stability. One of the most intriguing effects of mudras is how quickly they influence breathing. Consider the pranayama mudra, where specific fingers touch the base of the thumb during controlled breathing exercises. This gesture helps regulate the diaphragm through subtle electrical stimulation, making each breath feel smoother and more rhythmic. From a scientific standpoint, the power of mudras lies in the complexity of our skin. The fingertips are packed with nerve endings and sensory receptors. When we engage these points through touch, we send targeted signals to the brain, triggering specific physiological responses. It's like conducting a finely tuned orchestra. Each finger movement plays a distinct note that harmonizes the body's internal systems. But the impact of mudras isn't limited to our inner world, it extends to how we connect with others. Take a handshake, for example. Beyond its social meaning, it creates a physical link that allows a subtle exchange of electromagnetic energy between people. Mudras, then, are far more than symbolic gestures, they're grounded in science and tap into the body's natural electrical circuitry. By learning which fingers to connect and how to position them, you gain access to a hidden control panel, one that influences both your mental and physical states. The power of hand mudras isn't mystical fluff, it's rooted in real, measurable human physiology and electromagnetic interaction. This blend of ancient tradition, modern science, and the art of living is truly captivating. One gesture in particular. The Uttarabodhi Mudra, often called the gesture of enlightenment, has become a symbol of strength, authority, and mental clarity. It's not just for monks or spiritual seekers, it's found in politics, entertainment, and even sports. So what makes this mudra so potent? Why do some of the world's most successful people use it? The secret lies in the energy alignment it creates. Touching the index fingers in this specific way activates neural circuits that elevate energy flow. Scientifically, it stimulates executive centers in the brain, enhancing focus, decision-making, and mental sharpness. This isn't just a random pose, it's a deliberate practice. Studies have shown that using this mudra increases alpha and beta brainwave activity, which correlates with improved cognitive performance and emotional regulation. Many high achievers have adopted this gesture, reporting greater confidence, clarity, and control. So why isn't it more widely known? For a long time, mudras were confined to esoteric circles. But as science begins to validate ancient wisdom, these practices are finding their way into mainstream life. Leaders, athletes, and artists are now using mudras as tools for mental and emotional mastery. And the best part? You don't need to be part of the elite to benefit. You can incorporate the Uttarabodhi Mudra into your daily routine, whether you're preparing for a big meeting, competing in a sport, or simply striving for personal growth. Hold the gesture, breathe deeply, and you may feel a surge of strength and balance. It's no longer just a sacred symbol, it's a modern tool for success, backed by both tradition and science. Mastering this mudra unlocks a well-kept secret that has guided many toward greatness. In Hinduism and Buddhism, there are hundreds of mudras used in spiritual rituals, ceremonies, dramatic performances, and dances. Many are deeply symbolic, while others carry undeniable metaphysical power. Ancient yogis and sages developed countless mudras, all based on four fundamental hand positions: the open palm, the cupped hand, the clenched fist, and fingers pressed together and extended. In Western traditions, the study of ritual gestures is known as chironomy, especially those used in religious symbolism. Each gesture carries a specific meaning and is believed to channel a particular force. Throughout history, ritual gestures have played a vital role in sacred ceremonies. They were thought to summon deities, influence the environment, and direct energy with intention. The ancient Egyptians, for example, believed that the outstretched hand of a pharaoh embodied divine power. Artists who painted or sculpted pharaohs and gods took great care not to distort their hand positions, knowing that incorrect gestures could have unintended consequences in the physical world. In Ayurvedic and Tibetan medicine, 5 types of gestures are linked to the 5 elemental forces of the universe. The human body mirrors the structure of the universe. It's built upon 5 elemental forces, core principles that also reflect the states of matter. Ancient wisdom traditions describe all physical substance as composed of 5 foundational elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. In modern physics, we recognize 5 states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and quantum. These correspond directly to the ancient elements. The Sanskrit term tat combines tat, meaning that or divine essence, and tvam, meaning you or individual self. So tat represents the true nature or essence of existence. The phrase tat tvam aci translates to you are the universe. This 5-element framework emerged in Indian philosophy around 700 BCE. Each element gave rise to distinct forms: point, circle, triangle, crescent, and square, symbolizing ether, air, fire, water, and earth respectively. These elements also align with the 5 lower chakras in the human body and 5 subtle energies. In the Bhagavad Gita, it said that the world of phenomena is made up of 5 subtle components: ego, intellect, mind, the 5 senses, and their corresponding objects. Tattvas also represent layers of the subconscious mind. Ancient diagrams known as yantras were created to depict these energies. Yantras serve as bridges between the intangible realms of consciousness and the tangible world of sensory experience. From this 5-fold division of perception emerged the Tattvic school of Hatha Yoga, which focuses on the movement of prana, life energy, through the body. Each tattva is associated with a bija mantra, a seed sound that resonates with specific psychic centers. Even those unfamiliar with these practices can feel their effects during meditation. When chanted while meditating on a particular element, these mantras help open energetic channels. Tattvic imagery is widely used in Mudra Yoga, where breath flowing through the right, solar, and left, lunar, nostrils shapes the experience. These 5 forms are the foundational templates of all created matter. The classification of tattvas is also linked to 5 phases of breath, known as prana. Each finger on the hand corresponds to one of the 5 elements. By studying and practicing mudras, you can learn to regulate these elemental forces within your body. Mudras help direct energy flows, restoring balance among the elements, and that balance can support healing on physical, emotional, and spiritual levels. Let's now explore a practical guide to hand mudras, not through abstract theory, but through scientific insight and real-world benefits. Prithvi Mudra enhances the earth element, which governs bones, skin, hair, and nails. It boosts vitality, endurance, and physical strength. Earth is also linked to the sense of smell. This mudra can help with conditions like osteoporosis, arthritis, and skin or dental issues. It's also useful for overcoming greed, apathy, and emotional heaviness. Varuna Mudra strengthens the water element. It's used to support cardiovascular and endocrine health, metabolic balance, and conditions like hypertension and diabetes. It's beneficial for urinary tract issues and reproductive system imbalances, and it helps channel sexual energy constructively. Emotionally, it aids in calming anger, envy, and irritability. Surya Mudra activates the fire element, known as Agni. It improves vision, digestion, immunity, and memory. This mudra rejuvenates tissues, supports detoxification, and helps prevent tumor formation. It also boosts libido and protects against toxins and premature aging. Agni Mudra, a variation of Surya Mudra, targets digestive disorders and stimulates the Manipura chakra, located at the solar plexus. It enhances the function of key systems like the immune system, liver, and central nervous system. It's especially helpful for overcoming lethargy, depression, and lack of motivation. Gyan Mudra, the gesture of knowledge, involves touching the tip of the index finger to the thumb. This creates a closed circuit that enhances focus and mental clarity. Hold it for 2 minutes and you may feel your thoughts sharpen as electrical signals flow through neural pathways. Anjali Mudra, the gesture of greeting, involves pressing the palms together at the heart center. This increases the electrical flow between the hands, promoting a sense of unity and calm. Within a minute, you may feel a deep sense of balance and harmony. Prana Mudra, the gesture of life force, is formed by touching the thumb to the ring and little fingers. It channels energy through the lower chakras. After 3 minutes, you might feel a surge of vitality, as if your entire body is being recharged. Apana Mudra, the gesture of digestion, connects the middle and ring fingers to the thumb. This activates pathways related to digestive health. After 4 minutes, it may ease discomfort and support smoother digestion. It's especially effective as a detox aid and works best when practiced in the morning, helping energize your body and improve skin clarity. Shunya Mudra, the gesture of emptiness, involves folding the middle finger into the palm and pressing it with the thumb. This mudra may relieve ear pain or other auditory issues, likely by stimulating nerves connected to the ears. Hold it for 5 minutes to feel its effects. Akasha mudra enhances the ether element, space. It encourages positive thinking, clears subconscious blockages, and deepens meditation. It's also said to develop intuition and support extrasensory perception. This mudra helps regulate cellular metabolism and combat chronic fatigue. For best results, mudras should be practiced with both hands. They should feel natural, apply gentle pressure without forcing the fingers. If unused fingers want to extend or relax, let them. Comfort is key. The most important aspect of mudra practice is the contact between specific fingers. As you begin, it's helpful to visualize what's happening inside your body. This awareness can prevent any unexpected physical sensations from causing worry or distraction. Here's the next immersive section of your audiobook translation, fully rephrased in natural English while preserving the depth and meaning of the original. As you begin practicing mudra yoga, you may notice certain physical sensations. These aren't random, they're natural signs that your body is responding to the energetic shifts. A warm sweat is a positive indicator. It means your system is undergoing a cleansing process. Gentle swaying or a pleasant shiver suggests your body is being finely tuned and infused with energy. Spontaneous hand movements that pause over specific areas of the body often align with chakras. This reflects energy concentrating in those zones. If your hands hover over different layers of your biofield, it may signal that your aura is being purified. Up and down hand motions point to the opening of subtle energy channels, known as nadis, and further aura cleansing. Forward-backward movements suggest the clearing of energetic pathways and the release of unwanted attachments. Side-to-side gestures indicate chakra harmonization and activation of major psychic energy channels. Circular or elliptical hand movements show that cosmic forces are being concentrated within your body. A tingling sensation or a flowing current of energy throughout your body means the channels are opening, allowing energy to move freely without resistance. If your head begins to move spontaneously, it's a sign that energy has reached the brain and is clearing pathways in that region. Cold sweat, however, may point to circulatory issues. In such cases, it's best to pause your mudra practice until your body regains balance. Gentle physical exercise may be more appropriate during recovery. Yawning or hiccups are signs that stagnant chi, or prana, is being released. You might experience visions, sounds, or unfamiliar sensations. These are signs that your subconscious is purging energetic residue. During this process, you may perceive divine or shadowy figures, landscapes, or hear sounds like birdsong or crackling fire. Sudden waves of negative emotions, anger, hatred, or frustration, can arise as Shakti energy begins to cleanse the Sushumna, the central energy channel aligned with the spine. This channel holds karmic imprints, memories of trauma, pain, and emotional surges from past and present lives. As Shakti encounters these records, it releases them, allowing the soul to briefly re-experience them. Positive emotions like joy and bliss are also stored in the Sushumna and may surface during practice, offering moments of profound peace. If your body feels the urge to move rhythmically or dance, it's a sign that your inner energy seeks expression through the cosmic dance of existence. It's important to remember that all these sensations and spontaneous movements are temporary. They mark the unfolding of energy, prana, within you. Such movements are common in the early stages of mudra practice. Over time, they may evolve into graceful motion or fade away entirely, leaving you in a state of deep stillness and presence. These ancient gestures connect you to a rich legacy, offering a bridge to enhanced physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Now it's your turn to explore the world of mudras, a realm where science, success, and self-awareness converge.